Hey there, Spooky Potatoes. Mercy Hyde here. Today we are going to be talking a little bit about my thoughts on the film Obsession. This has been highly requested by you, the Spooky Potatoes, and I do have to say that my review is an honest one. So I always have to preface that. I did watch through it twice just to make sure that I wasn't missing anything and maybe I was being a little too, not paying attention the first time around because sometimes that happens to me. And no, after twice, I kind of have a solid idea of how I feel about this movie. The premise is really solid. A dude likes a chick. He, uses some magical supernatural thing to make his wish come true, wanting this young lady to like him. And of course, when you dabble with that stuff, it never really goes your way. Especially, you're messing with people's free will there. And so instead of her loving him back genuinely, she's more obsessive and terrifying and pretty much a nightmare. So a very solid premise. I do also want to say that I do enjoy that it did not rely on jump scares a lot, which is nice and refreshing, because jump scares get very predictable, don't they, my friends? And I do like that this one took a more psychological and emotional approach. Very cool indeed. And there were amazing, well, not really amazing, but real special effects, practical effects in there. And, you got some disturbing moments that go through here that kind of put you on edge. But I don't understand the hype for this. I don't understand it. I think on X, Horror Retrospective commented on something where it said, like, oh, Obsession is better than The Exorcist or something. And that's blasphemy. And she agreed with me. Yeah, no, this is not better than The Exorcist. The Exorcist still takes the cake. So I don't know what y'all be smoking or drinking back there, but no, this is not up there. Now, going into this movie, I was, hearing a lot of people say it's groundbreaking, it's terrifying, and all this good stuff. But it wasn't any of that. I just feel like it had no appeal to me, honestly. It didn't click. The characters, I didn't like any of them. I didn't feel like any of them really had chemistry to begin with. The friend group was awkward as heck. There really wasn't no connection at all. It seemed like everything was forced. I didn't believe the crew was friends, anything like that. There was nothing that was pulling me into the story. It had the typical look and cinematography of a modern horror film, of course, which, that doesn't really do anything to me. It looked very dingy, a very dingy movie, which it does work. I could see kind of like what was going on here, but it just wasn't visually appealing to me either. I found most of the characters extremely frustrating instead of feeling them, like, having them feel tense or anything like that. It was just me waiting for something to happen, maybe something gross, maybe something spooky. But the emotional connection that everybody else seems to have with this story or this movie never really happened for me at all. And it sucks, but hey, we're going to be honest in our reviews over here. So I can appreciate what the creator Curry Barker was trying to do with the themes, but I felt like the message was stronger than the actual story. By the end, I wasn't scared, devastated, or blown away. I was mostly wondering why this film is getting the hype that it's getting. And that's okay. Not every critically acclaimed horror movie is going to be perfect for every horror fan out there. And, there's a lot of people that do love this film, and then there's a lot that have the same reaction I do. Felt like there was something missing in the film. I definitely would have made the characters be less robotic. There was something about the script, the friend group, and when you can't really... I didn't believe that any of these people would hang out with each other to begin with, and when you do that, you're kind of pulling me out of the story, right? We watch these movies to get immersed in the universe that we're watching, and sometimes it just does not click. I feel like the conversations are very robotic too, not really like genuine or how people really talk. It was very social media speak esque, if that makes sense. Like the script writing and how they were talking, I felt like I was just watching a short, which I hate watching shorts. So this definitely wasn't for me. I give it a 2.5 out of 5, honestly. Um, would I watch it again after the first 2 times that I did? No, absolutely not. Should you skip it? I don't think so. No. If you're into psychological horror, which I am, uncomfortable body horror, and movies that, leave you thinking afterward, it's still worth watching just to see where you land with this film. I don't think it's a complete waste, in the horror sphere, but I just don't think that it lives up to all the hype. I think the marketing team was phenomenal and knew what they were doing, but this definitely fell short for me. So, my spooky potatoes, let me know in the comments down below. What did you think about Obsession? Did you like it? Why or why not? Or are you like me and you're like, man, did I really sit through that? I kind of want to know what you guys think. Not kind of. I do want to know what you guys think, but I kind of want to see how the comments go with this one. If you have any suggestions of what you want me to check out next, I am going to be checking out Evil Dead Burns soon. I cannot wait to do that one. I'm a big Evil Dead fan, so I look forward to doing that one. That review will be up when I get a chance to do that. Thank you to everybody that's been, supporting the channel on Ko-fi and Patreon and YouTube memberships and all that good stuff. You guys are awesome. And you guys are also awesome. Who just comment, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Dude, that helps out too. There's no obligation to be a paid member at all, That's just, people being kind to support the channel. So thank you for spending your day on my little corner of the internet. Be sure to check out my watch-alongs. I have one every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, every other Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern, and every Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern. On Wednesdays and Saturdays, we do a little music after show if you'd like to hang out with that. And I'm also live on Tuesdays for Tunes Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern, if that's something you want to watch. As always, stay spooky, have a potato, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.